Hi everyone, our project is Kinect for rehabilitation and this is my group members. First, I'm going to talk about the process and the method. In order to know users of this system better, I make an interview with my neighbor, the person in the left pictures. First, I design the consent form so that I can take photos and recording our conversation. Every process is carried out under their knowledge. The patient is more than 35 years old and he is a cerebral palsy patient. He cannot speak, so I ask several questions with his younger brother. He does rehabilitation around 1 or 2 times per week. Every time he was carried by a car to the clinic. First thing he does is warms up, and then the doctor massages the muscles, then help him to do some limbs movements. After the rehabilitation, the doctor will evaluate his performance and record them in his personal case so that he can track his body situations. I also asked if there has any disadvantages. His younger brother told me that if the rehabilitation intensity could be stronger, the effect will be better. In other words, they want to choose difficulties by themselves. On the other hand, the simple movement that's really difficult for patients. So every time when the patient recognizes that he will go to the rehabilitation, he cries and refused. How to make him accept the and willing to do exercise is a big issue. Then I introduced the device Kinect to him and asked him if he is willing to try this for his brother. He said he believes it can be really interesting and a new try and they are willing to try it.
In our visit to the UQ Health and Rehabilitation Clinic, we got some insights on physiotherapy. For example, the different types of treatments for the musculoskeletal system, as well as some symptoms of these ailments, like neck pain, headaches, and joint pain. At the end of our visit, they inform us on the importance of good ergonomics and posture, as well as basic exercises like flexion while lying and horizontal abduction. However, we were not able to get more information before the deadline. I did a survey with a friend that had a car crash some months ago. He had to do rehabilitation for 6 months and he did it twice per week. He found that doing most exercises at home was more rewarding because he could see the progress. However, he found those exercises confusing, and he would like a more detailed explanation as well as more communication with the therapist and the supervision of the exercises at home.
According to our research on physiotherapy exercise website, there are several patient tasks applied to the people with injuries and disabilities. While different tasks are targeted at different parts of the body, such as shoulder, arm, wrist, and ankle, as well as passive finger and hand movements. Take a traditional rehabilitation exercise as an example. Shoulder extensor and forearm pronator stretch. The instruction of this task is like, firstly, position the patient sitting with her arms supported on a table. Then, put her arms out in front of her body with ample straight and palms facing upwards. Finally, place a weight over her wrists. The aim of this exercise is to stretch or maintain range in patient's shoulders, arms, and wrists. But in the process of this task, pay attention to impaired or absent cessation of stretch, as well as shoulder pain.
However, the traditional rehabilitation methods have several challenges. First, traditional rehabilitation relies on professional therapists. Some treatments take a long time to repeat some actions. However, due to the limited number of therapists, it cannot fully meet the long-term treatment requirement of the patients, especially when the patient cannot visit a clinic regularly. Second, traditional rehabilitation training mode is monotonous. Patients will feel bored if they just follow the same instruction. Furthermore, the evaluation is sometimes subjective rather than providing objective, quantitative, and visual data monitoring. Finally, in terms of safety, it only depends on the therapist's experience, so it is easy to cause a patient injured again. Based on these challenges, a research shows game system for rehabilitation based on Kinect is effective. This research recorded 112 children with mental retardation using PDI to evaluate children's ability. After 1 month training, the result is satisfying in improving children's self-care, mobility, and social vocation. Nowadays, there are many Kinect-based rehabilitation systems have been put into use for improving patients' physical and cognitive ability. The data shows their exercise performance was improved due to the higher motivation in rehabilitation.
Based on our research and our conversation with clinic and some several patients, we have found some issues. First one, all the treatments are highly relied on assistance and feedbacks from the therapists. So if therapists doesn't give patients any information, the patients don't know what need to do. The second one is all the treatments cannot be performed at their home, and sometimes it's too far away to go to the hospital, so patients have to spend a lot of time on traveling. The third one is the treatment process is boring and monotonous, so it will give patients a negative feeling and it's not good for the treatment. The last one is there is no clear instructions and feedbacks. Then we emphasize the user demands, and users want to free to control the treatment process, including the level and the workflow. Second one, users want to do physiotherapy treatment at their home with some online feedbacks and assistance from the professionals. Third one is users want to have clear and accurate feedbacks to evaluate their performance. The last one is users want to have an enjoyable and fun treatment process.
And this is our persona. She is 25 and she is a student. Her basic injury includes falling down when playing tennis, and there was serious dislocation in shoulder and a mild fracture in left ankle. She is currently doing intensive physiotherapy on bones, tendons, and muscles. The treatment sessions are 3 hours per day and 3 days per week. She wants to do physiotherapy at home because of the distance to the hospital, and hopes that there will be different levels of exercise which are not too difficult and boring. In the end, she needs right instruction and feedback to make her rehabilitation effective. And the next is our prototype. This is a patient. This is welcome interface. And they are exercise interfaces. And this is performance interface.
Welcome to the rehabilitation system. Please press the start button to start the system. Which part do you want to exercise? Please choose the difficulty level.
Please follow me. That's good. Congratulations, go to next level.
Please follow me. Please try again. Please try again. Check your arm. Okay, let's try another. Good.
Good. Please try again. Please try again. Okay, that's it for today. Please go see performance interface.
This is your performance, and the feedback is please practice your left arms more. Thank you for using. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for watching.